Libra, this is your October 2023 general reading. Happy early birthday to you guys. We're going to start with an oracle card. We have tears of joy and sadness. So a bit of maybe a bittersweet moment, bit of duality. It could even be with your birthday coming up. Like if you're, turning 30, for example, like letting go of your 20s. It feels very nostalgic. All right. Yeah, overall energy, we have the Two of Pentacles. Starting some sort of new chapter, an end of an era, the beginning of a new one, of a new, whoa, too many. How you view the situation, we have the Ten of Swords. Truth of the matter, we have Empress. Recent past, we have the Five of Swords. Present energies, we have the Eight of Swords. In your near future, we have the Lovers. Your advice, we have the Four of Pentacles. The Devil, the Knight of Cups, and the Hermit. And bottom of the deck, we have Strength. All right, so again, there's a bittersweet moment of something ending and something new beginning. It could be very different for all of you how this applies. We have the Lovers. This could even be like if you're in a relationship, let's say you get engaged or you're about to get married. There's a sense of, oh, you're not going to be my fiance anymore. You're my husband or my wife. There's a shift that's taking place. It doesn't feel negative at all, but it does feel like, oh, I'm gonna miss that. Like this is a new chapter. Like we're really here, we're really taking that step. We have Temperance, like coming into balance. There's, again, this can apply so differently for all of you, but it does feel like now you're stepping in at a time in your life where things are more grounded and more balanced. It reminds me of Miley Cyrus's new song where I think she talks about, she was young and crazy, and it kind of feels like that, like that time in your life where you were just out and partying and always around your friends. Let's say like you're about to have a baby, for example. Like things are changing, now your gatherings are different. Maybe you don't go out as much. Again, it's not negative at all, but it's like a very significant shift coming. It's like you're maturing, your life is maturing and grounding, but there's a sense of, oh, I'm gonna miss that. Like those are now memories, How you're viewing it though, we have the Ten of Swords. You are, at least in the moment, you're seeing it as, oh, it's over, like that time of my life is done, but you're seeing it in a little bit more of a negative light. But also, after the 10 is the Ace of Swords, a new cycle, a new beginning. In truth of the matter, we have the Empress. Like this chapter of your life is actually where you feel the most powerful, the most in your element. You have the most success, more happiness. It's like you're gonna look back and realize, actually, the start of this chapter, and when looking back, like, this was the chapter where things just were really good. But again, you are still kind of seeing it as like, oh no, that's I'm moving forward, but again, it's like a bittersweet joy and sadness. You also feel very excited for what's to come. Recent past, we have the Five of Swords. Again, every time we do walk a new path, we do have to leave behind, whether it's people, habits, a certain lifestyle, certain behavior, certain actions. And it feels like you guys have gone through that recently, where, you did let go of a lot of things that just weren't aligned to where you're headed. And that was very difficult for you. So it does feel like you guys have a little bit of a hard time with this shift, in the sense of you don't want to let go. You don't want to walk away. We have the Ace of Cups, because let's say you are pregnant, for example. If someone is pregnant, like, they can't go out and drink. They can't, they don't always necessarily go to a bar. And you loved hanging out with your friends at the bar. Like, it was something, let's say you guys did every Friday night. It was a ritual. It was something you looked forward to. And that's why, again, feels very nostalgic. Like, I don't want to not do that anymore. There's a sense of, I love that time. But it does feel, there's a sense of not wanting to let go of something. The messages aren't coming up too specific. That's why I really do feel like it's how this applies is so different for all of you. But I think if this is resonating with you, it's like you're in between the two chapters. You don't want to let go, but you want to start the new one, but you're still not fully willing to commit and fully let go of this past chapter. But remember, it doesn't mean that you're not the same person you were before. Just, you can still do the things that you love, but it's like it's different now. Like, different things and events and people are taking up a lot of your time. And again, you're gonna love it. Once you step into this new era, you're gonna feel the best you've ever felt, and like, this is where I'm meant to be. But it is, once you actually step fully into it, that you start recognizing and feeling that. But again, present energies, we have the Eight of Swords. You're not fully there. And whenever you're in between worlds, it's very chaotic, because it's like opposing, like, you're being pulled in different directions. And that's why you guys are kind of in this more uncomfortable energy right now, because you're in between. And that's fine. It just might not feel the greatest. You're conflicted. And it's because, again, you don't know how amazing it's going to be, and it's going to feel once you fully step with both feet into this new chapter. You're going to be fully embracing and embodying this Empress energy, feeling powerful, so much love. You're surrounded by so much love. But again, you you're afraid of, what if it's not as good as things are for me right now? What if I'm not as happy? But you will be, and not only as happy, but so much more fulfilled than you've ever been. So don't be afraid. Like, everything is going to be just fine and so much better than you could have ever imagined. Near future, again, we have the Lovers. Like, you're going to be surrounded by so much love. For some of you, this could even be, again, taking the next step in a relationship, and maybe that means moving further away to be with the person that you love, but it means leaving behind, a lot of your friends here and family members, and that's why it's so bittersweet. But it is the next, it's where you're meant to be. And again, it's where you're going to be very, very happy. So don't be afraid. Enjoy the ride. It's going to be beautiful. Your advice, we have the Four of Pentacles and the Devil, the Knight of Cups and the Hermit. So it does feel like that part of you that's resisting it's fear, right? It's, I don't want things to change. I want to hold on to this. I'm not willing to let it go. But it does feel like it is part of your destiny to have this change in your life. And if you refuse to do that, you're not going to experience the growth that you're destined to experience with this situation, with this shift in your life. And the moment you tap into your intuition, you start instantly feeling and recognizing that you're headed towards something wonderful, and you're gonna see how amazing your future looks. And so it's your intuition is telling you to move forward, and it's showing you how incredible it's going to be. But it's these fears and like this devil energy, these negative thoughts, these what ifs and these beliefs that aren't from your heart and your soul. They're coming from, again, just a very shadowy place. It's like these thoughts are trying to hold you back from something so wonderful. So don't give in, and know that this change is not only necessary, but such a blessing. And it's, looking back, you're going to realize what an amazing time of your life this period was. So whenever you start falling back into these thoughts, just tap into your heart, put your hand over your heart, breathe into it, focus your energy, and again, you'll start feeling the life that you're going to be living, and you're going to instantly feel this peace and calm and excitement take over you. And you're going to be very, very happy about this shift that's taking place. But again, there's always a bit of nostalgia, like sadness, of course, leaving behind our past lives, making a big move, for example. It's bittersweet. It can be both things. You can be both sad and happy, but yeah, you're headed towards a wonderful chapter of your life. So I wish you guys the best. I hope you guys can find some peace during this process. If you guys enjoyed this reading, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.